What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. In the last episode, we celebrated the ringing in of the new year, and now that we are here in January, finally, I am proud to say that there are no new insects, fish, or deep-sea creatures at all. It's the only month where I can say that, where nothing new arrives this month. That's right, it's actually kind of boring. Marina has sent us a letter. We've got a whole bunch of other stuff that we can go over now that it's a new year. Of course, the Bank of Nook's going to send us our pittance of interest, and then also there is the stuff that I bought in the catalog in the last episode, but that's really it. So it's like, now what? Well, now we're on the downhill. Like I said, for the rest of this Let's Play, we are just kind of speeding along until summer hits, and we're just going to be doing things while we still have the time to do them. Is not a lot I can really do in the filling out the museum department, aside from, checking in with Reds every single week and just, seeing if there's any like new art pieces and whatnot, or seeing if I can actually catch him when he's here. But that's not going to be happening today, because today is a Sunday and it's already well past when Daisy May would be here with Turnip, so there's not really much we can do with that either. Not that I'm really out there trying to make all the money in the world anymore. I'm actually just more interested in sort of coasting at this point. This is where the game is just going to get nice and cozy, nice and relaxing, and I think we can spend some time with our neighbors and, just do the occasional stuff that you do in Animal Crossing. I know that's like the hard part for people, is when you run out of things to do, there's nothing left to chase. It's like, where do you go from here? And yes, I know there are still technically things I have not done. There is still a few areas in my island that are on my island that I still need to work on, and I'll get to it, I promise. It's a brainstorming thing that I just need to sit down and take the time to do. But because of the way I record these episodes, sometimes it's easy for me to forget. This is how I constantly get sidetracked in this Let's Play, is, I sit down to record an episode and I'm like, okay, cool, I can't record another episode for like a week. And I just kind of step away for a bit, and then I'm like, what was I talking about last time? And it just happens constantly, especially when I'm mixing in other games in between. And that's why these episodes might seem so scatterbrained from episode to episode. It's because they're literally being recorded weeks apart almost every single episode at this point. And so it can be a little rough trying to remember all of those details as I go through. I'm still happy about my plaza here. It's exciting. There's things going on. I probably could stand to change out the food that I have in the stalls, as well as add some other things. Like, I need to get some toys up here to add next to the carnival game. But aside from that, let's start today by heading on over to Nook's Cranny and seeing what we can get on over there. And also, we're going to check in with our villagers, like I said. I also probably should see what my Nook Miles achievements are today, because I've still got a lot of fossils hoarded. Well, talking to my neighbors is one of them, so that's good. I also could dive for creatures, but there isn't really a super need for that, aside from the need to always have more money, which I guess is a never-ending pursuit in this game. Okay, so wow, immediately we're actually starting off with, I'm surprised they're still selling stuff like this at this time of year. Like, the holiday season is basically, does this extend into January for everybody? I don't know if it does, actually. I thought by the end of the new year it was all over. Now, I'm going to check really quickly. Actually, I probably should check my, instead of checking in here, I should check in my storage to see if I have that red corner or not, because that actually would be something worth going after. I know for a fact I have the neutral corner. In fact, I think I have two. And then I'm pretty sure I also have a blue corner. But I should probably check for the red corner really quickly before I commit to buying that. So let's see. And also, we can finally take a look through my storage again, as I don't do nearly enough, because I've got so many things in here that I'm just like, I don't know what to do with it all. Okay, no, I have two red. Okay, never mind. I have two red corners, a blue corner, and one neutral corner. That is the opposite of what I should have. I should have two neutral corners and only one red corner, but definitely don't need any more of those, so I won't even head back inside. Marina, you sent me a letter earlier. I want to talk to you. Where did you go? I want to talk to you first. And we're going to get our initial chat out of the way, and now let's see what you actually have to say. Just read a magazine article full of suggestions for an ideal weekend. The author recommended doing something outside so that you could reconnect with nature. I was inspired to think about doing some bug collecting this weekend. Marina, I hate to break it to you, but you've probably picked the worst time of year to get that done. Like, there's not very many bugs to go after out at this time of year, except for the obligatory wasp, and then I guess, mole crickets, I suppose. That's about it. Don't mind me, I'm just keeping the lonelier parts of the island safe for everyone. But you're in, like, the busiest part of the island, Angus. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, Tangy. How are you doing, Miss Peppy, orange-faced cat? What's up? You want to practice being pop stars together? I want to chat, actually. Have you already seen the Happy Home Academy? I have. I got a B. Yeah, it's not very good. I feel so weird, folks I don't know, looking at my windows and telling me. That is true. Like, the implications of it are very terrifying, and I really don't know how else they can justify it. Do they have, like, an inspector come over and, like, look at your home? Like, as somebody who used to live in student housing where they would do, like, cleaning inspections, and then, mind you, many, many years ago, just that alone was stressful enough and also felt like a massive invasion of privacy. This, just like a guy walks into your home, possibly while you're sleeping, you know, given when the results usually come out, and is just holding a clipboard and goes, yeah, I'd give it a B, and then just leaves. Like, that's weird. Anyway, I didn't even continue reading the rest of what Tangy's has to say here because apparently she's okay with it. I also love winning prizes, so I leave my blinds wide open and my front door unlocked. Tangy is absolutely unhinged, and I love it. Kyle! Oh, what happened? Oh, did you try to catch the butterfly? I'm sorry, buddy. That didn't go very well for you. So, what's actually on your mind? Another cold one today? Guess it's time to pull out the Ultra Wool self-forming knee socks. That's right, I've discovered high-tech winterwear alpha. Is it your own fur? No more hibernating all winter long, desperately awaiting the first day of spring in its cute outfits. Now I just slip on my triple insulated snow pants lined with waterproof safety technology, and I'm all good. That's also a great way to sweat your ass off, but okay. And for anybody who's confused about why I'm always skipping the first line of dialogue, I've talked about this in a previous episode, but there's always the most canned dialogue the first time you talk to a villager each day, so I usually just kind of skip it because it's like one of like 3 options that you can get out of that particular personality type every single day, and all of the assorted like interesting dialogue always comes after. You just obviously don't want to talk to them too many times or they start to get annoyed with you. Weekend fashion can be terribly tricky, don't you think? It's the perfect time to put on your best outfit and hit the island, but it's also the perfect time to put on your pajamas and not take them off again until Monday. Decisions. That's typically what I do when I am actually free and nobody is bothering me. It's pretty great, not gonna lie. In fact, I am literally recording in that right now. I should actually say, I don't know if that's TMI, but it's true. I don't know. When I want to record stuff, I'm not going to sit here in like a suit and be like, good morning, everybody. You can't see my face, but I have dressed my best for today's recording session. No, I'm from cozy and sweatpants and a t-shirt. Hi. I'm pleased that you dropped by. Another friend is here today, too. This mum cushion is simply amazing. It's comfortable to sit on and good for spinal alignment. I don't know how it would be when it doesn't have a back, but okay. You should try sitting on it sometime. I promise it'll do wonders for your posture. Well, I could use help on my posture. Agnes is apparently content with sitting on the floor. I don't think that's what Blair meant, Agnes, but I mean, I guess I could pretend there's a back right here if I sit like that, but yeah, I don't know if that's really doing anything for me. Sorry, Blair. Hi, Agnes. Didn't think I'd see you here at Blair's place. I didn't think I'd see you here. Been wondering what Blair's place is like. Such style, I gotta up my game. I don't know, Agnes. I think you're fine. It does kind of worry me with Agnes. Like, it's kind of hard to, like, tell with her, and I think it's just a pig thing, but her default face is, like, concerned, and I think it's just because of that slight frown. I always worry about her. Like, Agnes, you good? I really don't want you to be sad. I do worry about you. All right, let's go talk to Cranston next. We'll just go and hit up all of our villagers today, and then I think we'll swing by the Able Sisters. I've got Nook Miles tickets to spend as well, and I'll be using those pretty much every episode. Okay, here we go. Cranston might have a DIY recipe for me. Making me some illuminated snowflakes. Wintry, huh? Okay, good to know. That actually might come in handy. Teach me. And to me, I got it all scribbled down right here, so just read this. Okay, I can do that. Also, I got to figure out where the snowballs are today. If I can make it, then I bet you could do it in no time. I definitely don't have this recipe, so I am going to take a look at that. All these seasonal ones are good to get your hands on. They obviously appear a lot more frequently at this time of year. I'm going to need blue ornaments for that. Well, I better get to shaking more trees, given that, they still do drop ornaments in the meantime. As long as the lights are still draped around the cedars, you'll still get those, but once those go away, obviously, you're not going to have any. And, of course, I missed the stupid snowflake because I couldn't get the angle on it right. What is wrong with me? There's my snowball. I don't know how I'm going to rescue this snowball out of here because this is just going to continue to lose. Also, I better figure out where the other one is. Hold on. Before I get too crazy here, let's figure out where the other one got put. It's probably not in a good spot. I know I need to talk to the rest of my villagers, but I don't like... this is the only problem with having, like, one of these islands that's, like, super oversaturated with stuff and decorations, is trying to interact with any of the natural aspects of the island always becomes a lot harder. It's the sacrifices you're kind of making in this situation, so that stinks. But also, I don't know where in the heck this other snowball could be. All the way over here. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. I'm going to see if I can make this happen. I do believe as long as you don't destroy both of your snowballs, if you keep one alive, a second one can always respawn somewhere. But I'm going to see if I can salvage this snowball by getting it to the snow before it completely fades on me. Because notice with each kick, it's starting to decrease in size. Glad I checked before I kicked it the wrong way, though. No, I think we'll be fine. We should make it. But now it's all about building it back up. And usually they build up faster than they do shrink, so that's good at least. And then, of course, it's all about eyeballing it from here. Come on. There you go. Okay, I'm going to take this one all the way over. I'm just kind of basing this off of how many times for how long I was able to roll that before, you know, getting it all the way over here. So I'll just do a few rolls with this one, not nearly as many. There we go. Okay, let's go back. Is this going to be perfect? I think so. You did it! I can't believe it. You got everything right. Color check, shine check, size check. You made everything about me perfect. We have a word for people like you in the snow world. Amazing. Did you get that? Amazing. Bud, I'm so happy right now. I know it's dangerous for snow folks to cry, but I don't think I can help myself. Even I can't play it cool here. I'm practically melting with appreciation. All right, give me my DIY recipe, please. A frozen treat set and a large snowflake as well. Gonna have to make one of these in every single episode while we're still in winter because I would very much like to get the entire set, and that's going to be really hard to do if I miss any episodes, given that we probably only have, less than a dozen left before spring starts to set in and the snow goes away. So let me just kick that shut, and let's see. Okay, we got a bottle down here. I was about to start trolling the beach for that, but I immediately found it. Can this be something else? Nope. Small wooden partition, which I already know. So we will pass on that. Okay. I'm going to open up all of these. And actually, after doing this, because this reminds me, I should probably check Nook Shopping and look at the special goods really fast. Probably nothing here, but let's look at the seasonal stuff. Yeah, okay. I think I already got all of these. Well, actually... now I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure, like, a few of these top ones I never got. Okay, I'm going to look. Hold on. I'm going to go and check my storage really quickly and confirm if I've already ordered those or not. Because if I haven't ordered those, I would very much like to get them. Okay, so I got all of the bottom 4 items, but I didn't get any of the top 4 items. So I'm actually going to order all of those really fast. And those should all arrive tomorrow. Good thing I didn't miss out on those. I don't know why I had these, but I didn't have those. Were these not available last time? I actually don't remember. But luckily, I was able to get it since today is the last day that those are actually an option. All right. A couple more people we need to still talk to. Where is Bill at? Bill appears to be home, so we'll go and talk to him next. See what he's up to. Potentially, possibly. Really should honestly need to get around to, like, changing up my villagers' houses as well, because everything about his aesthetic fits except for the exterior of his house. Let's talk. I'm trying to build better workout routines for everyone, but to do that, I need to get to know them better. All right, what can we talk about? Oh, I know. What's your hobby these days? Let's see. What are the other options here? Oh, I have to actually say. Well, I'm going to go with this, and this isn't like a these days things. This has like always been the case, so I'll just stick to it. And I don't expect him to know what this is. That's my thing. Whoa, very cool. How'd you get into Let's Playing? I've actually always wanted to try that, but I have no idea where to start. Well, first of all, you need to get a capture card, or at least get a PC that's strong enough to actually be able to record. Make sure you get yourself a really good quality mic. And okay, I'm done with this joke. Honestly, most people will tell you just don't bother with it anymore, which, you know, I can't really blame them. The heyday of Let's Play is long since dead, and I'm not about to pretend that I'm in any way reviving it. I'm just out here doing it still because I think it's fun. So that's really all it amounts to for me. Okay, really quickly, I'm going to check in here and see what we have. Hi, you two. Let me see. Are you going to have another pattern for me today? Oh my gosh, another one. Sable, you spoil me so. You spoil me so. I don't know how many of these she actually gives us, but it's getting ridiculous at this point. All right, let's take a look in the fitting room and see if there's anything to buy. I think I already have like a few of these jackets. I know I have some tanks, but I'm not going to wear those right now. Ski wear. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I definitely have some of these tailored jackets, a boa skirt, comic shorts. No, sorry, not cosmic shorts. Ski pants. I do like these. I wish these were in white and black, but I do like these for, simply because of the weather that we're in right now. I think it'd be pretty good. Also, wow, that's fancy, ain't it? Definitely have more knit hats than I could possibly need. I won't get any pump casquettes. We got racing helmets here. Get some cyber shades so I can look like Cyclops for some reason, but like specifically the 90s cartoon Cyclops. 90s X-Men cartoon. Let's see. And moccasin boots. I actually do like these. These are nice. I think I might already have a pair, but I don't know which color. I'm gonna say that, and I'm actually gonna keep these on this time and send my other pants to my storage. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. All right, let's get out of here. And for our next couple of stops, we are going to... Well, first of all, we're going to talk to the last of our villagers. So I still need to talk to Kiki, and I still need to talk to... Or is Kiki the last one? Kiki might be the last one. Let me see. Yeah, Kiki is the last one. Okay, I did cover everybody. I think I was just confused because I didn't actually stop at... Well, Agnes is actually home now. She probably left Blair's house, but okay. Let's see if I can actually track Kiki down out here. Is she home as well? She is. Wow, there's a lot more people home today than I would expect at this time. Usually there's only like 3 or 4 people inside at a time, but today there's like 5. So, 5? No, it is 4. Never mind, I can't do math. Hi, Kiki. Like how you're using that massage chair that I gave you. You're always welcome to stop in and relax your kitty cat. Lay it on me. Here to love an object because I'm basically in love with my plush massage chair. Oh, I'm so glad. It's my favorite place to study or write, and it's just so perfectly comfortable, kitty cat. Are you actually turning it on? Because you might need that. I like to write things by hand as much as possible. I've read not many professionals use written day planners anymore. I guess I can understand why. They can be bulky and awkward, but I found a few that are more compact and convenient to use. Really, the best thing would be if I was just able to keep my schedule memorized. Tell me about it, Kiki. Oh, my goodness. It is definitely a problem that I deal with as well. You need a trapper keeper, sweetheart. Are those out of fashion? Probably. Does that stop Animal Crossing? Not really. This game and its furniture styles and all the different things that you can get and the clothing styles are just a mix of different eras and different cultures to the point where it's like, does any of that really get in the way? I don't know if it does. Okay, I am going to use or spend my Nook Miles really quickly. Get those, or I guess not spend, but accumulate those Nook Miles. And then I think we're good from there. Why don't we go and turn in a Nook Miles ticket and see where it sends us? I think I've got more than enough pocket space right now for wherever we're going to go. So it really shouldn't be too big of a deal. So let's head on over, and I will meet you guys all on whatever island we're headed off to. So see you all there in just a moment. Here we are. All right, we are 2 down, docked to the target island. Yeah, okay, let's see what we got here, if this is even anything interesting in the slightest. Well, I'm going to assume no. In fact, this just looks like a standard layered island, just where it's got like the one cliff. In fact, this looks very similar to a lot of the islands I usually end up on, where I end up going... bug hunting, specifically for like going back and forth on the palm trees and whatnot, where I just kind of cleared this entire island out and then make that happen. It's almost an exact copycat. So I'm assuming this is one of the more common sizes of island, but we could take a look around and see if there's anything worth actually keeping here. I can also shake the trees and whatnot and see if I can get anything out of that, which actually, if I'm going to do that, I need to keep my net at the ready here. So let's take a look. Because you never know when a wasp is going to drop down and cause you problems. But there is bound to be a furniture piece in one of these things. Just got to figure out which one. Yep, haha. It's ready for you. Should be collecting these and selling these as well. Honestly, I think at this point I just need to be going after wasps every day and then giving them to Flick whenever he shows up. Although it has been a while since he last appeared, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, was it the last time when I caught all of those scorpions? It honestly might be, but I don't know. Is there really not a furniture item here at all? I thought they're like is guaranteed to be one every time you go to an island. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Check the last tree, and there it is, an oil barrel. I suppose I will take that, not the axe. Let's go on to the ladder. And I'm just going to see what kind of fish are available at the moment. We'll take a look at a few of them. I really want to go after the tiny one, not so much the bigger one. And I'm going to immediately mess it up because I was talking over it and thought that I heard the bite down. Gosh dang it. So good at that. Seriously, this is the problem when you like solely rely on sound. Is sometimes it's just like, shut up. But I'm doing a video where I have to talk and it makes it hard and. All right, well I messed that one up. That was really late, and it's garbage anyway. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I'm actually gonna take that back with me because I still am in pursuit of that fly, and would very much like to get it. So I'm gonna keep leaving trash around until I can get it. Come on. And a stone. Okay, well, I'm getting nothing but trash here. If this is a tire, I'm going to call this island a bust. And we are going to move on because, yikes, this is not going well, like, immediately. The problem with these islands is they are not great to fish. In the rivers and ponds is what I was going to say. Okay, that's like not much better than a tire, if I'm being completely honest with you. I guess I could make like a recipe out of that or something, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that this island is kind of a bust, and we're just going to move on because I'm not really too interested in what this one can offer. But this is why we check. This is why we check every time. I've still got 10 more Nook Miles tickets to burn, so hopefully one of them ends up pretty cool. I'm going to see you guys all at Harv's Island next, and then we're not going to end the episode there, but we'll be pretty close to the end of the episode after checking that out. And we're here. All right. So obviously the first stop is to check out Reds, see if he's got anything that I might need. I'm almost 100% positive that I have both of these paintings, and in fact I do. I also think this one is a fake anyway. And indeed it is, so we're just going to ignore that. There should be another person up, sort of above the one holding the stick there at the bottom between the trees, and they are not there. I think this one's legit, but again, I already have it. I can't remember if it's the purple flowers or the blue flowers that is the legit one, but it's already in the museum, so I'm not going to worry about it. Nothing really from Red this time around. So let's go talk to Kix now. See what Kix has got for us. Ooh, I like the instrument case, actually. I think I'm going to get that one. That's probably one of the more interesting ones that I've seen so far. So I'll take that. I think I already have the bag that's to the left. I know I don't really use bags too much, but yeah, I think I already have the satchel, and I'm pretty sure I have the mini pleather bag. My problem is that all of his like shoes are like usually either extremely culturally specific or they're like cosplay, and that's like pretty much all they're ever good for. And then there is, of course, Sahara, who I'm also pretty much done with getting all of the stuff for that I need. I definitely have both of those. Yeah, I have everything in here, so I'm not really concerned about that one. Sorry, everybody. That was kind of a bust today, but we will just be moving on. Next episode, we will check it out and see if there's anything different. In fact, I'm probably going to have a little bit of an in-between because I don't think I'm going to be recording the next episode for this until almost a week and a half from now. In fact, so today's the 5th, so yeah, probably the 14th is going to be the next day that I record as we just sort of, again, make our way through. Things are going to get interesting and pick up a lot more next month in February as we start to go after a lot of the creatures that I'm still missing. But I'm going to go take this can and I'm going to go put it over in my quote-unquote trash pile and see if I can't still track down that fly because I still very much want to get it. And actually, I lied. It's not going to be February where it gets interesting. It's going to be March. So, yay! We'll just be making more snowboys and things like that. I still need to figure out what am I going to do with this side of the island, man. What am I going to do? It's been killing me this entire playthrough. Like, I left all this space with an idea in mind way back when, and now I've, like, completely forgot about it. All right, you can go here. We'll see if maybe I can increase the odds of finding a fly at some point. But so far, the flies have been very elusive, and from what I have read online, that seems to be the case for most people. So it's like, there's not really much I can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. Thank you all so very much for watching. Next time, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and we are actually going to be playing really late at night once again, or really early in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it, because I would very much like to give another shot at encountering a character that I still don't think we've yet met in this Let's Play, and it's actually good to know that I still have a 5-star rating despite the trash I'm dropping over there. That's really funny. So yeah, we're going to do that next time. And I will, I'll have already like checked out the shops and whatnot so that we don't miss out on anything there. But I do want to do a few things around the island at night as we just kind of take a look around. And it'll probably be one of the last like late night episodes until, spring rolls around again. Because I do want to spend some time with my villagers and actually getting some other things done and whatnot. So with all that said, I'll see you all in the next one.